All right. So this is our second official Boomerang Team Power Hour. So we had one last Monday, which was the first one, and we did 45 minutes where we just made our lists of people. So we made a follow-up list, we made a people who like our post list, we made anybody that's watched your story or voted on your Instagram story list, as well as like a potential coach list. So you can have all kinds of lists of people, but mostly you want to have a follow-up, people who are already engaging with your stuff, and like a dream client list. Those are my three that I really go to. Oh, sorry. And who you're currently working with to reach out and be like, hey, how are you enjoying it? Your shake was going to ship in a week. Do you want the coach discount? Or do you want to do what I'm doing and build a business? So that was last week. So this week, what I was going to lead into for our second Monday of the month would be a 45-minute Zoom where we get to get together and we get to send out our invites, and we set a timer and we crush them out, because I know that this is what most people push off, myself included. I literally have two lists of names right here that have been sitting on my desk for like a week. So I'm just as guilty of it, just so you guys know. But I wanted to just really quickly lay out a couple tips for this like team invite sesh, and then we can put our headphones in and just kind of get to it, and put our heads down and get to work. But when you are inviting somebody, it's super important, and for anybody that's listening to this after the fact, you really need to know, first of all, when your group is. Because if you're just open-ended inviting somebody and you don't have a date for your group, you don't have like a name of your group, you don't know what you're inviting to, you're going to be way less enthused about it. And the people are going to be like, yeah, no, not right now. And you're going to say, okay, that's fine. Right? And that's not the ideal conversation, obviously. Your ideal conversation is, hey, I'm super excited. We have this group. I'll just use mine, for example. It's called April Rains, Bring May Gains. I'm so stoked about it. It started this Monday. Do you want in on it? There's still room. Sweet. This person goes, oh, I'm not really sure. I'm in finals right now. Can I join in the summertime? And then instead of me saying, no worries, I totally understand, I would say, oh, I remember final season. It was so stressful. Honestly, this is probably the best time for you to join because XYZ. These workouts are only 30 minutes. You're going to get more energy from it. It'll be a nice little study break. You got to eat anyways. Shakeology is going to fuel your body. You're going to have more energy. Your digestion is going to be regular. Your brain's going to work better. No more brain fog. The motivation from the group is going to keep you motivated during final season when everybody is like not feeling themselves, right? So I will take whatever objection they have and I'll use that objection as the exact, like that's the exact reason why they need to join. Does that make sense? So a few things, you got to know when your group is. You really need to know what you're offering. I personally, you guys, I don't really offer anything else other than an all access challenge pack, because I know, first of all, I don't offer people to join for free usually, unless it's like a special circumstance, and you can kind of feel it out if it's somebody like really needs you to give them a reaching hand that month. I don't usually let people in for free, because if they don't have skin in the game, they don't show up. And there's also not an energy exchange between us. And then I feel like I'm giving to them for free, even though you really are giving to them for very little compensation. But it's an imbalance in energy for me. I get more drained, and it's just like not a good situation. So between them having skin in the game and them and us having a great working relationship and an excited working relationship, I always get people to buy challenge pack because they're in. All right. What are you offering? You can always offer like the upper, like the performance line challenge packs, or like the 80-day obsession, based on whatever group you're hosting. I will always start with the all access, and sometimes I'll say, this is what you get with the basic pack. You can also add the performance line at a discounted price if you choose. So that's kind of how I word that. You want to know when the sign up date is for your people. Like what day do they have to order their pack by in order to get it on time? Packs usually come within like 8 to 10 days now. They're really good about shipping. So I usually just like give it a week. And I mean, I had a couple girls join my Monday group on last Wednesday or Thursday. So sometimes I'll let them join late. And then finally, I always get them excited. Super, super important. You guys, when you're having your conversations, you really want to get excited in the language you're using in a message. And I do this by way of emojis and exclamation points, and I make things capital, and I yell at them through their messenger. But it helps to convey, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait for you to experience this. I'll often end my message with that. I'm so excited for you to experience this. Then they feel led, they feel supported, and they are excited as well. All right. So the last thing I want to say before we dive into our 40 minutes or whatever we have left, because I respect your time, is just my little formula for objections. I've been getting lots of coaches messaging me lately being like, how would you say this? What would you say to this? And I don't mind helping out with conversations. I will also say though, the only reason why I'm so good at conversations is because I've had 1,000,001. It's just practice. That's all it is. It's just, if this is the mountain, I've done more laps around the mountain than somebody who's asking, right? So I'm happy to help, but it's also, you got to try by error. My formula for objections, the first thing that I do when somebody gives me an objection is I make them feel heard. Very, very important, you guys. I always validate that person, make them feel loved. So if somebody says, you know what, I'm just like really stressed out right now, I have too much on my plate, I don't think it's a good time for me, the first thing I say back to them is, I totally hear you. I can imagine you're feeling really overwhelmed right now, and the thought of putting something else on your plate makes you want to vomit. Is that right? And I will always mirror that back to them, because I think it's really important to make people feel heard. And then the second thing that I'll do is what I mentioned before. I will use their excuse or their objection as the exact reason why they need to join. Oh, you're in final season? I already went over that one. You're tight on money? Oh my gosh, there's a sale this month. There's a coaching opportunity. This, and this. This is how you're going to save money with Shakeology instead of buying all these extra like granola bars and bullshit stuff for your breakfast and lunches. And you're not going to eat out, and you're not going to go get muffins every day instead of this, right? So I will take whatever objection they have. First, I'll validate them, and then I will turn that objection into the exact reason why they need to join. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then at the very end, the last thing that I'll always say is I'll always end it with a question. This is so key, you guys, because if you say like, just let me know, or just let me know when you get this, they don't have any, like, they don't need to. They can read that and they can feel scot-free. But if you put the ball in their court and you say, as soon as you see this, shoot me a message and let's get you set up. Or what's another one that I'll say? I'll say, what do you think? Are you ready to crush your goals finally? Question mark, question mark. You know, like you have to put a question so that they need to respond. And if they don't respond, whatever, follow up with them with love, obviously, but really, really important to ask a question. So with that, those are my notes. Just on like a couple brief things on inviting. If you didn't make a list last week for the month, do that now, right? Use this accountability time of us all being together and crush your list. I actually am going to be transferring mine over. I just bought a beautiful, look at this, Cosmic Child. Oh, I just bought a new one. So I'm going to be transferring. This is going to be my new little one instead of the binder. So I'm always switching things over. But before I do that, before I'm allowed to do that, I have these names that I'm inviting. All right. You guys are holding me accountable. This is real. All right. I love you all. I'm going to mute myself, mute everybody. Can you guys just tell me if I play music? I just want to know. You can't hear it. You couldn't hear it last time, right? I don't think.
Just because of your headphones, girl, I think.
You can't hear it?
Yeah, but I think if you just play it on your computer without your headphones, it would work.
Would you guys rather be in silence though, or would you rather have music? Probably silence.
Music's good.
Okay, I'll play a playlist. Here, I'll just take these out. So you guys will be able to hear this, hey? I hope.
I think so.
I have like a go-to playlist that I listen to when I send messages, and it like makes me, I like head bob and go. Can you hear that? Okay, yeah. I'll just turn it down and that'll be good. Sweet. Let's do this. Can you guys tell me if I mute myself? I don't want you to be able to hear my like clicking. Can you still hear my music if I mute? Can you guys hear me clicking on the keyboard?
I was gonna say something. I was like,
Because I'll go real fast and I'll just click away. So I'm gonna just,
like
if you guys want to find that playlist, it's called Gala Far Away Diego Power Remix on YouTube if you guys want to listen to it. Okay? Okay, I'm muting myself now. Also, welcome, Court. Okay, I'm muting myself now. Okay, I don't know what happens, but all of a sudden 40 minutes just like goes. Holy crap. We have less than a minute, so I didn't want to get cut off here, but you guys are fun to work along with. That was awesome. I'd actually like to do that more often. We're gonna get cut off. I just wanted to say thank you. I'm gonna do another session tomorrow. I know everybody